All right, it's Google Stitch time. They just released something called as Redesign Agents. This capability can redesign your whole app or a website by just giving a URL or even a screenshot, and in a single line of prompt, you are able to get to see your existing website in seconds transformed into a Gen Z style, or you can ask them to give you multiple options. But here is the killer feature. They also have now introduced the capability to export directly your UI app designs into AI Studio. This basically allows you to go from a UI design, which could be in the back of a napkin or really on a whiteboard, to a fully functional app completely deployed on the web. And this app will have the full functionality when it comes to login, registration, or even some advanced features like OCR, image understanding, and all of those things. So just from a whiteboard all the way to a fully functional app deployed on the web. So in today's video, I'm going to take you through how I used all of these new capabilities to basically use my whiteboard sketch into a fully deployed app on the web. Let's dive in. So if you haven't played with Google Stitch yet, it's basically Google's AI-powered UI designer. With the integration of Gemini 3, Google Nano Banana, and AI Studio, Stitch is now a supercharged UI designer with a bridge between I have an idea and I have shipped code. So to get into Stitch, you will go to labs.google.com, and within the develop section, you will find Stitch. So I'm going to take you through two specific scenarios. First, we're going to take an existing website of mine, and then we're going to use this redesign agent. And then second, we're going to take like a messy whiteboard picture and then turn it into a real functioning app, which I will show you how to deploy and then really use it by the end of this demo. All right, so I am in Stitch, and as soon as you are inside Stitch, you can see that they're talking loud and clear about the redesign agent that we discussed before. So what I'm going to do is we will basically take this particular website of mine, which is more of a lead generation website, copy the URL and then go to Stitch. And then here, there are two options here, right? One, you can upload the image. So that is that you could use the screenshot, or you can also directly upload the URL here, right? So I have uploaded the URL. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply ask it to go ahead and update the homepage to announce a brand new agentic codes, right? So I'm going to use the redesign agent. You can see that these are the three options that are available. Because of Gemini 3 now, this option is also available. So we're going to cover that pretty quickly. But right now I want to focus on the redesign agent. So this is using Nano Banana under the hood. So I'm going to click on this, and it is off to the races, and it is starting to work here. And you can see here, just for your reference, like this is the website that you have right now. And here I'm not really talking about any kind of agentic codes or anything of that sort, right? So I'm not only asking it to change the design, but also asking it to change the content and show something more interesting, right? So it has started working over here, and you will see pretty quickly what it comes back with. So I had selected an app as a design, so that's why it is generating in the form of an app. We could have selected a web design as well, and in that case, it would generate a web design. So let's see what it comes back with. And there you go. So it is just fantastic. Here it has completely changed the brand new agentic AI codes and enroll for now. So it's pretty similar to what I had over here, but it has changed it in a very different format, right? What I could do is now this time we'll ask it to the same thing, but now I'm going to say that, okay, redesign and make this more appealing to Gen Z, right? So I'm going to ask and see what it comes back with. So right now, like this has redesigned, and of course, there's a little bit work that needs to be done. You can do some iteration where you can add a little bit more clear image of yourself, etc. And then you have the capability to go ahead and change it. But it's pretty cool on how not only it understood the theme and the color schema, and also created like an end-to-end kind of a code structure, right? So that's pretty cool in my opinion. Now it is working on the second request that we had given, which is make it more appealing to Gen Z. So right now, I think this is appealing to Gen Z, but let's see what it comes back with. So we'll see how that works. So it has created what we had asked for, and we can zoom in, and yes, it is different than this, and it is more shiny, and this is definitely more interesting. Now you can do a lot of other things here. You have the capability to annotate. So for example, I want this one, make this pop. Let's say that I just wrote this, right? So I don't really know what it is going to do, and I want that specific aspect to really come out distinctively on the screen. So let's see what it comes out with. Again, these are some amazing features that have been added very recently. Thanks to Nano Banana Pro, it is able to completely take this and do a great job in this. All right, so it's ready while we were speaking, and there you go. So now it has like specifically taken our feedback and it has done that, right? So you can see here, there was no free word here, but then like you can see that it has added that. There are some spelling mistakes and stuff like that, which I think we can add more into the prompt to ensure that those mistakes are not done, right? So that was the first use case that I wanted to showcase. Now let's look into the second one, which I believe is out of the world. So what you're seeing on the screen is a screenshot of a whiteboarding exercise, which I did over a long time ago, where I was thinking of creating like a bill splitting app. So imagine we're going out with friends and we want to split the check amongst us. So what if each one of the friends had an app like this? So it will have like their own login. So that is like their information is their own, and then have some sort of like a dashboard. But the key functionality would be that they can just use this app to scan the check which comes, and then based on the number of people, you are able to divide this. And then if also I thought about like a payment integration, right? So this was the app, and what I thought was I would upload this image directly into Stitch and see if it can bring it to life. All right, so I have uploaded the image in this, and I'm going to select this time the Pro option, which is powered by Gemini Pro. And this basically allows it to design and write the code, right? So I'm just going to say that bring this to life. Let's see with bare minimum prompt what this is able to do. So I have the capability to select an app versus the web as always. And in this case, I have gone ahead and selected the web, right? So it immediately is saying, okay, I'm able to understand this. I will have the login screen, main dashboard, add bill, scan receipt, split bill, user profile, and then payment integration. So it's going to work on that. It's giving us some estimate. So we'll come back in a few seconds and look at it. So it's already starting to build the flow here. All right, so it has completed the build, and let's see what it has come back with. And you can see that this is very beautiful, right? So here you have the login, you have the dashboard capability as we had discussed. Then you also have the add new bill, so where you're able to scan the receipt, then split the bill functionality, and then the integration of the payment methods, and then choose the payment method and stuff like that, right? So this is very powerful. And what we need to see really here is you have the capability to now go ahead and select all of this and basically click on export. And now this is the brand new feature where you're able to directly export this into AI Studio from here. So before you do that, like you can do a lot more other things. So for example, here you can generate like multiple options. We'll see that as well. So you can see that the moment you ask this, you can ask it to generate like different options. So I don't want to generate multiple options for a login, but let's say that if I wanted to have the different options for this, so that, okay, aspects in all different forms, and then just ask it to generate options, right? This is going to go redesign, and then you are able to select which one you really like, and then select everything together, and then export it to AI Studio. So this is another really cool feature where you're not only able to create UI design once, but then also reiterate on it a few times. And then once you're really satisfied with it, then you're able to export it to AI Studio. The reason why you're exporting it to AI Studio is to actually bring the UI to life, which was a little bit difficult earlier. You were still able to download the code, but then you'll have to do this manually. Now with the click of a button, you're able to do that, right? So these are some of the options that it has generated. And you know what? I actually do not like any one of these. So I'm just going to delete them and go back to the previous one. I'm just going to select them and export all of this to AI Studio. So I click on this, and I'm just going to again like this as make this real, and just click on build with AI Studio. Okay. All right. So the moment I do that, I am actually in AI Studio, and here I can add some additional prompt here, right? So I'm saying bring this to life and make sure that the login is on Firebase login. I'll provide the details later. And then also make sure there is an OCR functionality, which is very important. I want the payment to be dummy right now, and then you can hot link the images, right? So there you go, direct export along with images, so that it takes care of that aesthetics which the UI design had created, along with the code that was created back there. So it is starting to do, you can see that it is Gemini 3 Pro that is being used over here, and it is starting to write, and it is going to write the code, right? So we'll give it a second so that it can start to build this for us. All right, so after a few back and forth, I was able to get this done. And you can see here in the code here, we have the Firebase authorization option as well. So let me just quickly show you, if I logged in as guest, what happens, right? So this is how the dashboard looks like. And then you have the capability to also click on scan. And this is where once it is live, then you have the capability to upload a picture of a receipt. So in this case, I'm going to take this particular picture. So this is the particular picture, and then I'm going to click on scan and process. So it's going to use Gemini and the OCR capability, which is again built right in, and then look into that and then create the split, right? Once I'm satisfied, I'm going to say that, okay, go ahead and split. So you can split equally or split by item. You also have the capability to add more people and decrease people, and you can see all of these things. So everything's built from scratch. And then once I click on confirm split, it's gonna confirm that, and then I can scroll up and click on settle up, and this is where it will take me to the payment screen. And this is where I didn't add that particular functionality, but then I can do that as well as the next phase, right? So I can click on mark as paid, and then that workflow will be done. Now, one thing to note here is you can create a new user, and this is where the Firebase authentication and authorization would work. So let me take you through that pretty quickly, and so that you understand that, how this is as real. So now I am in my Firebase project where this is the authentication portion. You can see that there are no users being added. Now what we will do is we will go back here and we're going to click on create new, and I'm just going to say that surya@live.com, something like that, and just give some password. I'm going to say sign up. And as soon as I do this and I click on refresh, you will see that the user is right here. So this is where the authentication and everything is built in, and I can do all of the same things again, right? Now, once I'm satisfied with this, I actually created another one just because I did not have rights to actually deploy this from this particular project. So this is another one which I created. And here I'm going to click on deploy app, and this particular project here, which is billing enabled. So this goes, and I'm going to click on deploy. So this is going to deploy on Cloud Run, and we will be able to see that service running in a few seconds. Once I'm able to deploy, then I will get a public URL, which is this, and I'm going to copy that and directly go to that particular URL. And this is where this is live, right? So to make it real, I am actually going on my phone over here in the app. This is the app, and I'm just going to log in as Surya, and here I've got this receipt here printed out, right? So I'm just going to click on this, and I'm going to say scan the receipt while in the app, and there you go. So I'm going to click on this, and it has started scanning, and this is where it has done a great job. So I'm going to click on next will split, and here I'm able to confirm the split. I can also add like more people, etc., etc. There you go, and I've confirmed the split. So that's as real as you can get, and I'm able to also add the payment info and stuff like that if I want to proceed to the next phase. All right, so that was all I wanted to cover today in today's video. We took a picture of a whiteboard, and we were able to convert that into a running functional app in a matter of minutes. This is a fantastic time we're all living in, and creativity is what is going to take us to the next level. So I hope you found value in this video. Please do let me know in the comment section if this inspired you to create your own apps. And as always, if you have any questions, please let me know as well. Thank you once again for your time, and I will see you in the next one.